good evening, YouTube, and a warm welcome to your Saturday night quiz with myself, Scott. Good evening. Hope I find you all well this evening. Hope you've been enjoying the lovely sunshine that we've not only had today, but throughout the week. Hope everybody's keeping well and nice and occupied during this unprecedented period of lockdown. As always, I need you to start doing the usual. Start posting in the comments. Let us know who is taking part and where you're taking part from. I know we got Richie Rich and Linda on board tonight down in Bedfordshire. Big shout out to yourselves from Russ Hurst. So thanks for taking part and good evening, Russ. Thanks for your company, mate, as always. Really appreciate it. So start using the comments, guys. The comments are for yourself. You post in there, you let us know what's happening, you let us know who's taking part, if you're doing house parties, watch parties, Zoom, how many of you you're playing on your own like Jimmy Solo Martin is, and what you need to do, start responding in the comments and let us know what's happening out in there in YouTube land. Talking of YouTube land, as always, I've got a great team behind me this evening. While I sit in the foreground, this quiz would not be possible if it was not for the fab team that sit behind me. We got the beautiful Sally Social. She sits in the living room while I sit in the dining room because there's a delay to the feed. And as I always say, I hate being delayed when I feed. So Sal's she's jotting loads of comments down. She keeps me on the straight and narrow, tells me what I'm doing wrong, seldom tells me what I'm doing right. So I'll take that as feedback in itself. And lets me know what's kind of happening out on the social media. The comments, guys, are very much for yourself and your own comments. Important, the comments are for banter, but never post an answer. Comments for banter, but never post an answer. If you post your answers in the comments, guys, it just ruins it for everybody. So please don't do that. If I'm up on your big telly, on the smart telly, wow, you're brave. Secondly, if you want to comment and I'm on your telly, you need to be on another device, your laptop, your phones, your tablets, etc., etc. You can project me onto the big telly, but you can't comment on there. So you'll need me on a second device if you're watching through your smart telly. If you haven't done so already, guys, I really recommend setting up a YouTube channel and, a YouTube account, subscribing to my YouTube channel. That way it gives you the facility to always be able to comment. You can set reminders. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll never miss a quiz. Loads of people contact me in an hour or two before the quiz asking for links and all sorts of things. If you subscribe to the channel with your YouTube account, it does it all for you, guys. So if I can actively encourage you to do that, that would be appreciated. One bit of feedback we got last week was asking if we could post the team name theme up each week a little bit early and give everybody a chance to think. So we started doing that since Wednesday. And for those that have seen the Facebook page, you will know this week your theme is to come up with a team name related to barbecues or alfresco dining. I talked about having a team of people behind me. The most important part of the team, other than Sally Social, is Patch. Patch is our 13-year-old foster dog. He's been with us about 10 days now, and every time we take him out for a walk, you just get a waft of beautiful smells from people's barbecues this week, and his nose has been going absolutely crackers. So that's why I thought barbecues, alfresco dining, etc., etc. for your team name. So I want to see in the comments what you've called your teams, and also if you can lean in, grab this from me. You got it? Thank you. That's your double point token, a double bubble, double bubble. You can play your double bubble on round 1, round 3, or round 5. Round 1, round 3, round 5, and you'll get double points for that entire round. But I don't tell you what that round is until you played your token. So I need to see a team name followed by R1, R3, or R5. Once I know that everybody's played, I will let you know what your rounds are this evening. What I want you to do, guys, stick it in the comments and also write it down on your pad. So with the quiz essentials, as always, the pad, the pen, and a pint or coffee or tea, whatever you're on, a drink, a pad and a pen. That's all you need. You then need a team name and round 3 or round 5 on your double bubble. So we have got from Danny, he has asked us to give a shout out to the Marstons. They are playing in 3 different houses, and bless him, his dad's only sprained his ankle. So to Danny's dad, take care. I hope the quiz helps to keep you entertained this evening, buddy. And we've also got Zoe Mouse. Teams from North Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, Leicestershire, and Norwich, all playing in one team, but interconnected via tech. So thank you for taking part, guys. We will get off and running. We've still got people jumping on board. We're up to 84 now. So I'll talk for just a couple more minutes, and then we will get running with your quiz. So the whole point of the quiz, as we know, is to break social isolation, keep everybody connected, and it's what we like to call social quistancing. I say it's what we like to call it. It's what Matt Mangum likes to call it. That fella can barely put a post on Facebook without using the hashtag social quistancing. Generally, I thought he was a guy who had a bit more dignity than myself, but every other hashtag is social quistancing. So keep it coming, guys. Keep the hashtag coming. Always remember, guys, the only main rule we have here on Scott's Live Quiz is in the comments. It's where you banter, but you never post an answer. Remember, as always, I will go through every question twice. I'll repeat every question twice, and then I'll do a quick recap at the end of the round. A couple of messages just before we get into the quiz. First of all, the first message goes out to my own mum, but as I deliver this, I'd like to feel I'm delivering it on behalf of everybody. My mum is joining in tonight. She's set herself up a YouTube account, and she got herself a chippy tea this evening. Chippy tea, bottle of rosé, and she's doing quiz night. So when I speak to my mum, I'm speaking for everybody who's missing their parents at the moment. Mum, love you lots. Take care, and things will settle down in the future. We'll have a hug, and we will have some happy family times together. So that's for everybody. Cheers to anybody missing parents, family, friends, etc., etc. Secondly, Simon King. Simon King is the birthday boy today. And I know that because mum-in-law Emma has been in touch. Hi, Emma. Thanks for joining us as always. Well, Emma loves Simon. Well, don't we all? He is a fab son-in-law, and she wants to wish him a happy birthday from all the family, especially his lovely wife, Louise. I couldn't agree more. Louise is lovely. Far too good for that Simon King. That's what I'd say. So a few more messages. We have got the Fleetwood Big Mac. That's Matthew McKenna. Good team name. Len and Heather down in Starbeck, part of Harrogate, with burnt offerings. And Helena Newbold, the big sausages. Oh, saucy. Helena, I know you always say the quiz is too hard and you always want clues. Well, let's see what you think tonight. Remember, use the comments as much as you need to, guys. We have got 88 people on board at the moment. Have you all played your double bubble token? Your double bubble token, guys. Have we all played that? You want to know what your rounds are then, won't you? Your rounds this evening. If you played round one, you cannot change your rounds. Now you've declared them, you cannot change them. All this quiz, guys, comes down to your honesty. It's about having fun for an hour together. So round one, if you are playing double bubble round one, you are playing on Potluck. Round 3 this evening will be films, and round 5 will be music. So round 1 is Potluck. Round 2 will be your usual Anagrams. Round 3 is film. Round 4, the ever popular Dingbats. And round 5 is your music round. I've been jabbering for long enough, guys. Let's do some social quistancing. Thank you, Matthew. Are we ready, guys? Round 1, Potluck. Question 1. What is the name of the e-reader first produced by Amazon.com in 2007? What is the name of the e-reader first produced by Amazon.com in 2007? I have a feeling Nigel Fawcett might have waited till question one, round one, to see if he knew it, and then played his double token, because I've just seen R1 pop up the minute I asked that question. Evening, Nigel. Evening, Graham. Number 2, in the Tour de France, what jersey is worn by the King of the Mountains? In the Tour de France, what jersey is worn by the King of the Mountains? You played it now, Nigel. You can't take it back. Question number 3. Which TV show featured Annika Rice as the Sky Runner? Which TV show featured Annika Rice as the Sky Runner? Question number 4. Question number 4. The operation to evacuate children during World War II was aptly called Operation what? The operation to evacuate children during World War II was aptly called Operation what? Are we all doing so far, guys? Are we all flying on round one? Are we all pleased that those that have played a double bubble in round one, happy so far? Question number 5. What was the name of the bullying head teacher in the Roald Dahl novel Matilda? What was the name of the bullying head teacher in the Roald Dahl novel Matilda? If I can ask you guys, as I've said before, please don't post answers in the comments, guys. No answers in the comments. You just ruin it for other people, guys. So please only use the banter comments for your banter, but never post an answer. And I know PT does it on a fairly regular basis. So please, if we can have a bit of respect on that one, guys, it would be greatly appreciated. We're here just to have a bit of fun. Number 6, which cartoon character has friends called Linus, Lucy, Patty, and of course his faithful beagle, Snoopy? Question number 6, which cartoon character has friends called Linus, Lucy, Patty, and of course his faithful beagle, Snoopy? Question number 7. Which TV show is called Money Tigers in Japan and Shark Tank in the USA? Okay, guys, just to reiterate, you need a pad, a pen, and a drink. That's all you need to take part in this quiz. You write your answers down on your pad and pen, guys. Pad and pen to write your answers down. The comments we'll just post from time to time. We ask you to put your team name in and anything like that, and have a bit of fun between you, interconnect with families, etc., etc. Have a bit of a laugh and a joke along the way. But it's pad and pen, guys. Pad and pen for your answers. For those that have just started, so like you, PT, what you need to do, I'm going to say to you, pick round 3 or round 5. Stick a message R3, R5 in the comments, and you'll get double points on that round. So R3 or R5. We normally say before the quiz starts, you pick round 1, round 3, round 5. You get double points in that round. So hopefully we're all up to speed with the admin and we can carry on. We're in round 1, we're in potluck, and we're on question number 8. As always, guys, I do every question twice and then I'll do a recap over everything at the end. Recap at everything at the end. So number 8, in France, if you picked up a card with Caisse de Communauté, printed on it, what would you be doing? French, obviously a skill of mine. In France, if you picked up a card which said Caisse de Communauté, and that was printed on it, what would you be doing? Forgive my pronunciation. I know my sister and brother-in-law will be correcting me as we speak, because they speak very fluent French, conversationally anyway. So to recap, guys, your 8 questions. For anybody who missed them, keep your ears pricked up, guys. 8 questions here. Then I take you into your anagrams. Then I give you scores for round 1 and round 2. So number 1, what is the name of the e-reader first produced by Amazon.com in 2007? What is the name of the e-reader first produced by Amazon.com in 2007? Number 2, in the Tour de France, what jersey is worn by the King of the Mountains? In the Tour de France, what jersey is worn by the King of the Mountains? Number 3, which TV show featured Annika Rice as the Sky Runner? Number 4, the operation to evacuate children during World War II was aptly called Operation what? Question number 5, what was the name of the bullying head teacher in the Roald Dahl novel Matilda? Hang fire, PT. Number 6, which cartoon character has friends called Linus, Lucy, Patty, and of course his faithful beagle Snoopy? Number 7, which TV show is called Money Tigers in Japan and Shark Tank in the USA? And number 8, in France, if you picked up a card with Caisse de Communauté printed on it, what would you be doing? PT, we're cool, mate. We're cool. It happens. We're trying to get everybody up to speed. Don't worry. Honestly, it's cool. It's cool. Bit of fun, mate. Bit of fun. So just repeat number 8, guys. Repeat number 8. In France, if you picked up a card with a Caisse de Communauté printed on it, what would you be doing? Okay, guys, what we do, we go into your anagrams, and then I give you the scores to rounds 1 and 2. Rounds 1 and 2. Are we ready, guys? So this week, your anagrams, we try to keep it nice and simple. We try to keep it nice and simple by giving you a category. And your category is Sports Stars Anagrams. Sports Stars Anagrams. Sheila has asked the question, what is the prize tonight? The prize this evening is the money can't buy prize of honor, pride, and victory. We have no prize this evening, guys. It's just a bit of fun. We only have prizes if people reach out and offer prizes to us. We don't charge for the quiz. It's just a voluntary thing that we're doing. So if people can get in touch with us either through the YouTube comments or via the Facebook page, if they have appropriate prizes that they can donate. Every Wednesday night, we work in association with Roosters Brewing, who always provide a prize. Luckily, the last few Saturdays, we've had some prizes thanks to the like of Robert Candles, who most generously contributed last week. So my mum's been in touch. Wow. You should never let your mum have a YouTube channel. She's doing a big shout out to hi, Scott and Peggy, and a Sarah hello to the Logans. So there we go, a messaging service for my mum. Wow, just as well, she can barely use a mobile phone. So, right, let's get to these anagrams, guys. Let's get to the anagrams. We are looking for 3 sports stars. 3 sports stars this evening, guys. So we've even checked that we got the right number of letters this week after last week's. With the word debacle. That's the last time I'm going to let Patch set the question. So your first one, that is your anagram. So your anagrams, you've just got to rearrange those letters to make a famous sports star. Free Order Reg. Free Order Reg. Freereg. ORDER, Reg, REG, free order Reg. Write them down on your pad, screen grab it, take a photo, whatever you need to do, guys. I'll show them all twice, but that's your first one. Free order Reg. Name the sports star. These are nice and easy this week, aren't they? Number two. All right, do you want a clue? I'm going to tell you the sport. Number one is tennis. Number one was tennis. All right, that's as many clues as you're getting. Number two is football. Football. Who is that footballer? Bilic Havana Maritz. Bilic Havana Maritz. BILIC Havana, HAVANA, Maritz, MORITZ, Bilic Havana Maritz. As always, guys, write it down, screen grab it, yada, yada, yada. And we're looking for a footballer. Number three. She is an athlete. Her career's obviously gone to pot. That's Administer Hash. Although that looks like it's got a hyphen in it. Administer Hash with a hyphen in it. ADMINISTER hyphen HASH. Administer Hash. Who is she? Which athlete is she? So I'm being really generous with the clues tonight. So there we go. Tennis player. Bloke. It's a bloke. Free order Reg. Tennis. Bilic Havana Maritz. Bilic Havana Maritz. It's a footballer. And Administer Hash, female athlete. The football one is a male footballer. Right, guys, I'm going to give you your usual sort of couple of minutes. I'll catch up with Sally Social as to what's happening on the social media and give you a couple of minutes thinking time. Have a look around my room in the meantime. I'll be off screen, but you're still live. Okay, guys, back in a minute. Hello. Welcome back. So have we all got those nice, easy anagrams this week? Yeah, they're always popular, the anagrams. So whenever I run these quiz, every time I run one, I guarantee my phone in my pocket lights up like a Christmas tree. I have to stick it on silent. Tonight, Andy Logan. Hello. How are you? I can't answer the phone, mate. I'm doing the quiz that you're watching. Yeah, I'm here, mate. This is me here. So you're in there. I'm here. You want to know how to comment on YouTube? What you should be able to do if you're playing on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, if you've got your YouTube channel, that should give you the facility, not YouTube channel, YouTube account, that will open up the opportunity to comment. If not, phone Helen or Moya or David. They know, they comment away. But yeah, I'm busy, Andy. I couldn't take your call, mate. But thanks for ringing. Literally every week somebody phones, so I'm going to start calling out those people. And by all means, about an hour before I start doing the quiz, if everybody wants to start sort of texting me and saying, "Oh, what's the link for tonight?" It's on Facebook page every time. Facebook page, YouTube channel, like, subscribe. End of. Don't stop pestering me. Right, let's go. Rant over. Right, I am going to give you 11 answers. I'm going to give you round one, round two, and then I'm going to ask you to post the score at the end of round two as to how you're doing so far. So number one, the e-reader produced by Amazon, Kindle. Number two, the King of the Mountains wears polka dot. Number three, the Skyrunner in the TV show. I've actually got the wrong answer here. It says, which TV show featured Annika Rice as a Skyrunner? And I've got the answer, Annika Rice. Luckily, I know that it's Treasure Hunt. So we're going number three, we'll go Treasure Hunt, shall we? Number four, the operation to evacuate children during World War II was aptly called Operation what? It was Operation Pied Piper. Number five, what was the name of the bullying head teacher in the Roald Dahl novel, Matilda? PT? Yep, you're right. Miss Trunchbull. Number six, the cartoon character, Snoopy, all the other guys. Charlie Brown, of course, Charlie Brown. It's called Money Tiger in Japan and Shark Tank in the USA. In the UK, it's known as Dragon's Den. Number seven, Dragon's Den. The French words that I couldn't say, Casta Communiate. Different every time, you noticed. You'd be playing Monopoly. It's the community chest cards. So your answers again. Number one, Kindle. Number two, Polka Dot. Not Annika Rice. Treasure Hunt. Number three. Number four was Piper. Miss Trunchbull was five. Number six, Charlie Brown. Seven, Dragon's Den. And number eight, playing Monopoly stroke community chest. That's your round one. If you played your double bubble, guys, you could have 8, you could have 16. Double up the entire round. It's 1 point per answer. Double it up accordingly. So let's go on to the anagrams. Free order reg. Obviously, Roger Federer. Remember, guys, at the end of the anagrams, I want to hear how you did on them. Did you get 3 out of 3 of the anagrams? Were they easy this week? Were they hard? Number two. I think this is quite a tough one, personally. Footballer Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Easy for me to say. And your third one. Your female athlete is Dina Asher Smith. So your 3 anagrams again, guys. Roger Federer for tennis, Zlatan Ibrahimovic for football, and the female sprinter, Dina Asher Smith. There's your first 11 question, guys. How are we doing? You could, if you played your double bubble, be up to 19 already. You could have as many as 19. If you've got a score of 11 and are yet to play, your double bubble, you're doing incredibly well because you've got that joy to come on round 3 or round 5. So start posting your comments, guys. Let's see your comments. Let's see how everybody's faring so far. Be good to know how you are getting on this evening. Also, always good to know what you think. Is it too hard, too easy? Always welcome your feedback, guys. Your feedback is always very, very welcome here on Live Quiz. So let's keep those comments coming. So again, back to Andy Logan, wondering how to comment in live chat. My mum can do it, Andy. My mum can do it. Come on, raise your game. Raise your game. Come on, Mr. Tech Savvy. Right. Let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. Round 3. Round 3 is films. Round 3 is films. Doug McLeish, absolutely on fire this evening. Matthew McKenna, good score, good score. Big up to the Dridlington Massive tonight. I know the main hub of the fan base, the nucleus of it, has grown up to be in Dridlington, sort of in between Leeds and Bradford. So we're spreading our wings here, guys. Burnt Burgers, let's do this. Come on, Burnt Burgers. Right, let's go. Number one on films. On films, guys. In which movie does Dick Van Dyke's Cockney accent probably go down as the worst ever performed on film? In which movie does Dick Van Dyke's Cockney accent probably go down as the worst ever performed on film? Question number 2. The song I Just Can't Wait to Be King was featured in which Disney movie? The song I Just Can't Wait to Be King was featured in which Disney movie? Question number 3. Which 3 words were voted as the best movie catchphrase ever in a poll in 2013? Which 3 words were voted as the best movie catchphrase ever in a 2013 poll? Okay, guys, so if anybody's having problem with the signal tonight, everything suggests at this end, everything's fine. Just occasionally, YouTube has a mad 30 seconds. Exit out, exit straight back in. Make sure you navigate straight back in. Literally close down the link, reopen the link, boom, you've refreshed it. That's all you need to do. In and out in 10, 15 seconds, guys. We'll always do the repeats of the questions. So we'll always do the repeats. Number four in round 3, which is film. Marilyn Monroe won a Golden Globe for her performance in which film comedy? Marilyn Monroe won a Golden Globe for her performance in which film comedy? Helena Newbold, you can't be struggling again every week. Every week. Are you smarter than a 22-year-old? Yeah, probably, to be fair. Probably, because older, wiser. Older and wiser. Right, okay, let's move on. Number 5. What was the title of the Beatles' first film? What was the title of the Beatles' first film? So I don't know if you're picking it up on the mic, but if you can hear some snoring in the background, it's not me. It's not Sally Social. Patch has just come to join me in the dining room. He's just clambered into his bed and fallen asleep in about 10 seconds flat, and he's now snoring away and trying to do his best to put me off. So I promise you it's not Sally Social. Number 6. In which film does Meryl Streep play fashion magazine editor Miranda Priestley? In which film does Meryl Streep play fashion magazine editor Miranda Priestley? Oh, bless him. Patch or me? Thanks, Harry Vegan. Number 7. Which movie star lived on Skull Island? Which movie star lived on Skull Island? Hi, Sheila. I'll say hello to Patch, but probably when he wakes up. Number 8. Who directed the film Schindler's List? Who directed the film Schindler's List? Oh, thanks, Harrogate Vegan. I thought it was me you were blessing. So number one, I'm going to recap all your questions, guys, on film. So stand by your beds. I'm doing a recap on all 8. Number 1, in which movie does Dick Van Dyke's Cockney accent probably go down as the worst ever performed on film? Number 2, the song I Just Can't Wait to Be King was featured in which Disney movie? Number 3, which 3 words were voted as the best movie catchphrase ever in a 2013 poll? Number 4, Marilyn Monroe won a Golden Globe for her performance in which film comedy? Number 5, what was the title of the Beatles' first film? What was the title of the Beatles' first film? Number 6, in which film does Meryl Streep play fashion magazine editor Miranda Priestley? Number 7, which movie star lived on Skull Island? And number 8, who directed the film Schindler's List? They are your 8 film questions on round 3, guys. Your 8 film questions on round 3. So we are moving on to what is known as the Dingbats. The Dingbats. For those that haven't played before, the Dingbats are, I'm going to hold a cryptic picture up to the screen. You basically got to say what you see. Dingbats is the name for catchphrase, posh name for catchphrase. So it'd be like a cryptic picture, some cryptic words, and you've got to say what it means. Like with the anagrams, guys, there will be 3 of these. Again, I would recommend screen grabbing, photos, scribble it down, whatever you need to do. I will hold all 3 up twice. So here we go. Your first of your Dingbats, round 4, your Dingbats. Your round 4 of the Dingbats. You are looking for a saying, catchphrase style, guys, catchphrase. What could that possibly mean? What could that possibly mean? Take a photo if you need to, guys. Write it down, or have you got it already? When you get it, feel free to brag in the comments. Don't give the answer, but feel free to brag away that if you think you've got it already. Okay, it's number 1 in the Dingbats. Number 2 in the Dingbats. There's your second one in the Dingbats. Number 2. It's taken about 5 weeks, but I can now finally hold a piece of paper up to a camera. That's what you call progress. Progress, that is. That is your second one. What does that mean, guys? And your third one. It's a bizarre one. Here's your third one. What could that mean, guys? What could that mean? Any ideas? They are your 3 Dingbats, guys. Your 3 Dingbats. Let's go through those again quickly. Let's go through those again. Number 1. Number 1, guys. What does that mean? That's your first one. Number 2. There we go. Number 2. And number 3. There we go. It's your third one, guys. That is your third dingbat this evening. I will give you a couple of minutes, guys. Couple of minutes. Fill your dingbats. Fill in any of the missing 8 you have got on the film round. I'll give you 2 minutes, and I will go and check in with Sally Social. Right. Hello, people. We're back. We are back. Checked in on the social media. Topped up. It's all the essentials done. Just to pick up on the point Sheila asked earlier, guys, about the prize. We can't guarantee there will be a prize. If anybody feels they've got something that would be of use to somebody else during this period of lockdown, we're reaching out and asking if people have a prize. The difficulty we have, it has to be universally popular, and it has to be deliverable pretty much throughout the UK mainline. We've got people, it's not exclusive to Harrogate, we've got people spread far and wide. We actually go even further than that. We've had people from Germany, Dubai, America, but it's really, we're looking at things that can go UK mainland and will improve people's time during lockdown, make it as pleasant as they can. So we've had food hampers, we have had beer, we have had relaxing candles and scented diffusers and all that kind of stuff. So if you've got something you feel that somebody would benefit from, you've got an employer who's still employing and we can do safe, secure delivery, please get in touch. I have personally been in touch with Just Eat. Ideally, I'd love it if Just Eat would sponsor this quiz every Saturday and we could give a takeaway voucher out every week. I'm waiting to hear back from the PR department at Just Eat. Fingers crossed, because I think that would be a perfect thing for us to be able to give. In the meantime, if there's anything, guys, that you feel you can support with, let us know. But if not, we just play for fun, we play for pride, we play for honour, and we play to keep in contact with people, just like the Spencers in Guildford, who, as always, are #social quiz. Just like the Mangums. They are just like the Mangums. Right, let's go, guys. Let's go through your answers. Round three. Round three. Again, a point for each one. Those that have got double bubble, double it up at the end of the round, guys. Okay, so Dick Van Dyke, his Cockney performance. Hello, Mary Poppins. It was Mary Poppins. I've been Dick Van Dyke there. Number two, I just can't wait to be king. Was from The Lion King. The Lion King. Number three, which three words were voted as the best movie catchphrase ever in a 2013 poll? It was I'll be back. I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator. Number four, Marilyn Monroe won a Golden Globe for Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot. Number five, what was the title of the Beatles' first film? It was A Hard Day's Night. A Hard Day's Night. Don't worry if you didn't get it, just let it be. Number six, Meryl Streep played fashion magazine editor Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada. Number seven, which movie star lived on Skull Island? That was King Kong. You want to go ape if you got that one correctly? And number eight, who directed the film Schindler's List? It was Steven Spielberg. So maximum of 8 on that round, guys. Double it up if you've got your double bubble token. Hang fire with your scores, though, guys, until we've scored up the Dingbats for rounds 3 and 4. Round 3 and 4. And there we go. Did we all get that one? Good for nothing. Good for nothing. Good for nothing. Number two, that is second time around. And number three, get your kicks on 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Really, really easy this week, I thought, guys. Really easy. Sure, love those as always. So remember, guys, it's banter time. Banter in those comments. Let us know how you're doing, guys. How are we doing? Banter, but never an answer. Hashtag social distancing. Oh, I feel like a Bruce Forsyth of YouTube. Right. So my computer's just gone a bit funny on me. Give me a second. There we go. I'm back as we should be. So, some big scores coming in. Tim Franks, hello, mate. Thank you for joining us as always. Vicky Haig, one of the Dridlington Massive. Kev Chris Els. I see your buddy there, mate, over in Lancashire. 49 and 3 weeks, eh? 49 and 3 weeks. Talk of the devil. Who drops in? Hello, Adrian. There we go. Scores coming thick and fast. Lem. I think Liz M is joining us from Germany this evening, Mosul, if I remember correctly. Michelle Allison is on board. Some big scores coming here, guys. Some very impressive scores. Graham doing well. Wow. Google's working all right tonight then, Graham. Helena Newbold, as always. Well done. Nige. Hello, mate. Look at that. We're flying, guys. We are flying. So thank you, guys, for taking part, as always. We're coming on to our last round. Our last round is music. And no doubt there are a few people here who are playing the double bubble token. Give us a quick post in the comments if you double bubble on this round. Ben Overton, our last beer winner. Ben, let us know if your beer's arrived as yet. I think it'll probably be early next week, if I'm honest, buddy. But Ben Overton won our beer on Wednesday night. Evening, Ben. Matthew McKenna doing well, as always. Jules, double bubble on the music. I think you do quite well on this one. Nige. Yeah, Nige. Say no more, mate. Say no more. So post in the comments. Let us know who's doing well in the house, guys. Who's the bright one and who's the thick one? Who's the Jimmy and who's the Will? Let us know, guys. Post in the comments, if you will. Number 1 on music. Round 5 on music. Whose 1986 recording of Vivaldi's Four Seasons sold over 1 million copies? whose 1986 recording of Vivaldi's The Four Seasons sold over 1 million copies? Rosemary Ackrill's on board tonight, as always. Hi, Rosemary. Hope you're all right. Question number 2. What were mashed potato, the jerk, the monkey, and the pony? What were mashed potato, the jerk, the monkey, and the pony? Question number 3. Let's Stay Together and Tired of Being Alone were top 10 singles by which artist? Let's Stay Together and Tired of Being Alone were top 10 singles by which artist? So last person we got in the comments there in the live chat is Graham Spink. Hi, Graham. I hope you're well. For those guys who have ever been to one of Graham's fabulous Northern Soul Nights, it's moving and a grooving. It's held at the Ivory, and it's an amazing afternoon of Northern Soul music. Obviously, on lockdown, they're not happening for a while, but when we're back out of this, I cannot recommend them highly enough. Graham and the team behind him, they're all absolute Northern Soul nuts, huge enthusiasts. People travel far and wide to attend those brilliant moving and a grooving Sunday events at Ivory. I know Graham will keep everybody posted when they are back up and running, or anything they are doing at the moment in terms of isolation to keep people listening to the brilliant Northern Soul. Number 4, what type of farm had a hit with a cover of Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal? What type of farm had a hit with a cover of Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal? Question number 5. Which song, later a hit for Wet, 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 did Reg Presley write in 15 minutes backstage at a Troggs concert in 1967? Which song, later a hit for Wet, 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 did Reg Presley write in 15 minutes backstage at a Troggs concert in 1967? Question number 6. Number 6. We had a question about King Konga, so we're moving on from that. Who had a big hit in 2019 with Dance Monkey? Who had a big hit in 2019 with Dance Monkey? Question number 7. Who drove a Reliant Robin in Tracy Ullman's video for They Don't Know? Who drove a Robin Reliant in Tracy Ullman's video for They Don't Know? And it's everybody's highlight, guys. It's the last question of the night. Whee! Number 8. Which song has been a top 10 hit for both Stealers Wheel and Louise? Which song has been a top 10 hit for both Stealers Wheel and Louise? That's your 8 music, guys. I'm going to recap those really quickly for you. Number 1, whose 1986 recording of Vivaldi's Four Seasons sold over 1 million copies? Question 2, what were Mashed Potato, the Jerk, the Monkey, and the Pony? Number 3, Let's Stay Together and Tired of Being Alone were top 10 singles by which artist? Number 4, Number 4, what type of farm had a hit with a cover of Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal? Number 5, which song, later a hit for Wet, 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 did Reg Presley write in 15 minutes backstage at a Trugs concert in 1967? Question number 6, who had a big hit in 2019 with Dance Monkey? Who had a big hit in 2019 with Dance Monkey? Number 7, who drove a Reliant Robin in Tracy Ullman's video? They don't know. Who drove a Robin Reliant in Tracy Ullman's video for They Don't Know? And our final question, which song has been a top 10 hit for both Steelers Wheel and Louise? They are your 8 music questions, guys. I'm going to give you those answers very soon. And I'm then going to ask you to start posting up your final scores. Just to remind you guys, I will be back here on Wednesday evening. I'm here Wednesdays at 8, Saturdays at 8. Wednesday, we always have a prize of some beer delivered to your door up for grabs by the brilliant team at Roosters Tap Room. So that's 8 o'clock on Wednesday for your Roosters quiz. And then we're here for Saturday quiz. May have a prize, may have not. Hopefully get some Just Eat vouchers, whatever it'll be. But just come and have an hour and a bit of fun and a bit of a laugh together. Also want to give a heads up to some of my fellow Harrogate buddies who are online tomorrow evening. We have got the brilliant Chris Spittle from Yorkshire DJ Beats. He will be DJing a live mixtape set from 7:30 tomorrow evening. And then at 8:30, my quiz buddy, Russ Whitehead. Brilliant Russ Whitehead, 8:30 Sundays for his Sunday night quiz. I will share links to both those tomorrow. Chris, 7:30 for a DJ set. And then Russ with his quiz, 8:30 on Sunday. So, let me take you through your answers, guys. Let me take you through your answers. Number 1, Vivaldi's Four Seasons was Nigel Kennedy. Nigel Kennedy. Number 2, the mashed potato, jerk, monkey, and pony were all types of dances. The types of dances. Let's Stay Together and Tired of Being Alone was Al Green. Al Green. Number 4, what type of farm had a hit cover with Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal? It's Alien Ant Farm. Alien Ant Farm. Number 4, which song, later a hit for Wet, 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 did Reg Presley write in 15 minutes backstage at a Trogs concert in 1967? That was Love Is All Around. Love Is All Around. Obviously used as a soundtrack to 4 weddings and a funeral. Sad news about Marty Pello this week, announcing that he's got arthritis. He feels it in his fingers. He feels it in his toes. Number 6. Who had a big hit in 2019 with Dance Monkey? That was Tones and I. Tones and I. Number 7. He drove a Reliant Robin or Robin Reliant. I think I said that different every time. In Tracy Ullman's video for They Don't Know, Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. And number 8. Steelers Wheel has been it's been a hit for both Steelers Wheel and Louise. Stuck in the Middle with You. Stuck in the Middle with You. A point for each, guys. A point for each of those questions. Double it up if you are like Jules and have played Double Bubble on music, guys. Double it up. Put your scores in, guys. So we are playing for a maximum of 38 points tonight. 38 points. Let's start posting up some scores. Let us know how you got on this evening. As always, guys, we really value your feedback as well. What worked, what didn't work. Let's start seeing your overall scores, guys. Overall scores. Martin, 33. Well done. Burnt Burgers, good work, good work. Oh, they're coming in almost too quick for me to read. Lennon Heather, big score. Helen Logan, big score. Adrian, good score. Wow, some really, Janet Cahill, very, very impressive. Tim, good score as always. We've got some high scores tonight, guys. I've got to say. Thank you, as always, guys, for taking part. Trace and Lance, one of the lowest ones I've seen, but hey-ho, move on. Thanks, as always, guys, for taking part. One thing I always have to say, and it's a really important point about the quizzes, it simply wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Sally Social doing all the magic in the background, allowing me to do my little bit in the foreground. So we wouldn't have a quiz if it weren't for Sally Social. Patch, on the other hand, doesn't do a great deal, to be honest. He's crap at setting anagrams, and he falls asleep and leaves the social media just to ping away. So thanks, Sal. No thanks, Patch. I've now got to spend the next sort of hour fussing over him because he hasn't been the centre of my world for the last hour, so he will be for the next hour. Thanks as always, guys. We will be back here at 8 o'clock on Wednesday for our Rooster quiz. Blimey, an hour's too long for me. I can't talk after an hour. No, as always, guys, I'll be back on Wednesday. Feel free to start dropping off. We ended up about 105 people taking part tonight. Hi, Jack. Jack Spencer, 30. Thank you again for that lovely drawing you sent me in the week, mate. Really, really appreciate that. That was a lovely touch. Night, Mum. Thank you for taking part, and I hope you enjoyed your chippy tea and your glass of rosé. I mean, you might have chose to have lemonade. Doubt it, but, you know, you never know. Thanks as always, guys. Feel free to start dropping off because once I click on this end stream button, the quiz comes to an end and it kind of disables the comments. So get your last few comments in. Once again, happy birthday to my good buddy Simon. Hope you've had a good day, mate. Hope you've enjoyed takeaway, whatever you and Louise have done to make it a special day. And I hope that big box of Amazon presents contained some of the stuff you actually wanted this year. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Stay connected, keep in contact, keep happy, keep healthy, follow the government guidance, and stay safe, everybody. Take care, guys. Good night.